Okay, so here's why Donald Trump matters. Not because he's over the top. Not because he thinks we need to build walls across borders of countries to protect them. Not because he thinks global warming is an invention to interfere with the competitiveness of different countries. And not because he would kick out people from the United States or any other country if he could that he simply doesn't like. The reason Donald Trump matters is because we are paying attention. I am not naive enough to believe that we will ever live in a society where there are not people with loud voices or angry voices that disagree with the things that we believe in. I am not naive enough to believe that there is anything that we can do to stop them from being part of our society. And I would go as far as to say that we don't have the right to. Freedom of speech is a good thing. I get to say what I want to say. They get to say what they want to say. That's how life works. The reason Donald Trump matters, though, isn't because of the things he's saying. Because there's always people saying all kinds of things. The reason Donald Trump matters is that we are paying attention. We have gone from a society that a wardrobe function was a big thing. And not that many years ago, a wardrobe function happening was a big thing, big deal. To a society where there's a problem if there isn't a wardrobe malfunction. If something isn't loud or obnoxious or over the top or overly sexual, then it doesn't entertain us. It doesn't move us. It doesn't get us to pay attention. So this is the problem. We have become a society that listens to the loudest voice, that has the angriest voice, that has the voice that says, I have a call to action. We don't think for ourselves. So whereas we've always had people saying things, we used to have a button in our brain that said, that's not logical, that's not an idea that's important to me, that's not something I agree with. Now, the button is broken. So, millions of people love him, millions of people hate him. Either way, he's the most talked about person on any talk show, on any news report, in any magazine. And that's sad. It's sad that we've become a society that cares more about that than about important things to you as an individual. Now, this is important. I'm not going to say that you should be caring about the things that are important to me. That just makes me another person talking with a loud voice. What I'm saying is, as a society, we need to remember how to think, how to care about other people, and how to learn for ourselves, and not just follow someone with a loud and angry and enthusiastic voice. People are important to respect, and I respect a person's right to think for themselves. And that's all I'm really asking of you today, is to take the time to think for yourself Make your own decisions about life and what's important to you. Read up on things. Do internet researches. And when you do an internet research, look for where the information is coming from. Because internet has gossip sites just the same as there are gossip newspapers. So it's important to know where the information is coming from. But once you have read that information and make up your own mind, how you vote is up to you. What you think about global warming, have an opinion. And you should have one too. But make sure it's based on facts and not just have it be something that somebody else told you. Think about practicalities about things when they say, oh, well, we're going to build a wall here, we're going to build a wall there. Remember that most countries have had race problems in the past, and many do now, whether it's here in Canada, or in the United States, or in Mexico, or in Thailand, or Brazil. Many countries have problems with race. There are many ways to deal with that, and I'm not going to suggest which is the proper way for you to deal with it. But some of them just don't make common sense. And I hate to see people hurting other people just out of anger or remorse or fear. We've come a long way in the last 2,000 years from what we did to the Mexicans when we landed there, or what we did to North Americans when we discovered North America, or the Spanish Inquisitions, or anything like that. So society can be better than that. But whatever you decide to believe in, about immigration, about global warming, about taxes, about corporate governance, anything that's important to you, whatever it is, I ask you today only to consider making up your own mind. Do your own research, make your own thoughts, read, listen, watch programs that are designated to help you learn things so that you know the facts, so that any discussion you can be a part of and contribute to as one of the wisest people at the table. Don't be the person that says, I heard insert blank person's name here say this. Because you are better than that. And you deserve the opportunity to be all that you can be.